talk about Cade Cunningham and him being, is it fair to label him being injury prone, or next year make it or break a year for him as far as remaining healthy. You have people saying, if they get Victor Wild Banana, is it Cade's team? Is it Victor's team? I think some people think it could have been Jay and Ivy's team. I don't get caught up in that. I don't like that, because everybody want to say, oh, I'm the man, it's the man. In some situations like Isaiah, everybody knew Isaiah was the man in Detroit. But sometimes it could be more than one person, and it's fine. And a lot of people don't like this. It seems like it take credit away from somebody, or whatever situation may be. Nobody does it by themselves. It's a team sport. Nobody. And everybody wants to say, oh, it's my team. I tell everybody what to do and this, that, and the third. And then they want to spawn off and do their own thing, or spin off and do their own, and it don't work that way. But that's another video for another day. But yeah, I mean, it's an important year for him next year. Troy Weaver seemed to think if he was healthy this year, it would have been different. Me personally, I don't think so. The coaching was just that bad. The rotation was just that bad. The philosophy was just that bad. The discipline was just that bad. And that's my opinion. Okay? But for you to be able to rely on him, he got to prove that he can stay healthy. And he has not proved that. His rookie year, he got injured. What was it, an ankle or a hip? I think it was an ankle. Then, he get COVID and whatever like that. And you can say, oh, it's a freak accident. This year, he had a fracture in the shin, I believe it was. So, I mean, we have not seen him at 100%. And this is his third year going into the league. So, we have not seen him at 100%. So, obviously next year is a critical year, knowing, going forward in his development, are you going to stick with him? Or are you going to move him? Can you build around him? Or are we going to build with him? Or are we going to build without him? And it's a fair question. A lot of people are not going to like it. Oh, you're anti-Cade. I'm just stating the facts. I'm not. Availability is the best ability. It's the first ability. So if next year you mess around and miss a significant portion of time, I said in the Ivy snub video, guards are a dime a dozen. You can find them everywhere sometime. And you got to start to ask yourself, depending on what it looked like next year, do you start to transition away from Cade Cunningham? And it's a fair question. And a lot of these things have just been freak accidents. The ankle, they could have been extra cautious. Some people believe that the shin, they use the shin as the excuse to tank. And that's fine. If that's the case, cool. But next year, he misses a significant portion of time. I'm talking about 20 plus games. I think you got to start thinking about an alternative route. And that's not necessarily moving on without him. You can say, well, this was going to be our guy. Now he just got to be one of the guys. And, we need to go find the guy, or build around Ivy, or build around Brandon Miller, or build around Scoot Henderson, or build behind Victor, or whoever you want to say. Build around Killian Hayes. And then you start asking yourself those type of questions. And a lot of people, oh man, it's not fair. Hey, bro, if you ain't healthy first 2 years of your fucking career, I mean, what you expect? The question got to be raised. You're going to your third year, and you don't deliver. I mean, shit. What if he healthy and he don't deliver? I think he will. I think he will. But that's one of the things when people talking about where they could turn around, and be a playoff team next year. And that's one of the major components. How is he gonna bounce back physically, and then how him and Cade gonna implement into another offense? I know we focus so much on the defense, but damn, you're gonna have to get a coach that's gonna have to come in and make this shit work with all these different young talents and different flavors and all that. So it's gonna be interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a make or break year for Cade Cunningham, honestly. It's a make or miss league. It's a make or break year for Cade Cunningham. For real. Just off the durability side of things. You know, and you think about some of the things that was happening this year, some photos of him coming up, shooting the basketball, and how bad his feet was while he was shooting. And you just think like, damn, you know, how lethargic he looked this year. He was injured. So I don't think they per se shut him down just to tank. Because when he got that ankle injury when he first got drafted or in training camp, whenever it was, they was overly cautious with him then and shut him down for a while. So I just think they being cautious. But at some point, he gonna have to physically deliver. He gonna have to physically deliver, and have to depend on him and ride him. Pause. So, you know, so and that's, you know, so to me next year is make or break. A lot of people was assuming like me that he put on too much weight, and it's hard to put on that type of weight when you a vegan, you know. And they tell you not to be a vegan when you in sports. You know, they do tell you that not to be a vegan because I mean, it's a number of beliefs, but you know, you need that aminos, them proteins. You need that from animals. And that might be another reason why he constantly keep getting injured too. It might be. You know, but you start talking about, you know, fish and everything that, you know, just if you're a pescatarian, we're coming fish and salmon, and you know how much protein is in fish and salmon, and how, you know, eating salmon can boost your testosterone by 52%. Wild caught, by the way. Eggs, you know what I'm saying? Eating a boiled egg late in the day or in the afternoon can boost your testosterone a lot too. So it's hard to get everything you need to get. Even with money, it's hard to get everything you need to get without eating shit from animals. And that might be another reason why, he keep getting injured, or, you know, kind of, you know, stickling that fine line of being fragile. You know, I remember, you know, we had a boxer who tried to do CrossFit, and physically it wasn't the same. A lot of people want to reinvent the wheel and vegan and pescatarian and all that bullshit. You know, you see some vegans that's bigger than people that eat meat. I just said this thing. Anything that you do and you overindulge in, you know, it don't matter. If you're a vegan, you overindulging in vegan foods, and then what's so crazy about the vegan diet, you know, it's heavy in a lot of soy and tofu, and a lot of that type of shit carries, you know, raises estrogen rates to alarming levels, even for women. So even for women, it raises their estrogen levels, just like makeup for women. A lot of makeup for women raises their estrogen levels to extremely high levels sometimes, where it's not healthy. So imagine the soy, the tofu, and all the bullshit that you eating. That's not good. So you eating foods that's raising your estrogen level, but you're not getting the shit that need to be raising your testosterone level. Just talking off the vet, he got money, so I mean, but still. So you got to understand, they coming out with these different training methods, and whatever you eating, you got to make sure you balance everything. Even if you eat a whole bunch of apples a day, it can make you obese. So everything, you know, they like sugar substitutes. It's a good and a bad. You know, they are not always that good for you, depending on the substitute. Not talking about honey, natural honey and shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Your natural sugars are different. You know what I'm saying? Natural sugars are good for you. Once again, in moderation. And that don't mean you got to eat a plate and it's got to be a teaspoon. It's just to the point where you're not just over and like cramming and shit. So that could be another reason why his body breaking down. And they tell you in boxing, don't go, Bernard Hopkins read it, don't go vegan. He breaks it down. You need that type of shit. You need those fats and you need those aminos and those proteins and them creatine and all that different shit you get from eating meat and eating shit from animals. You need it. You know, now you can say, well, it's secondhand protein. And a lot of times it is. Because the real protein comes from plants. It's hard to get that shit from the plants that you get from turkey, chicken, beef, fish, salmon, tuna, or whatever it may be. You know, whatever it may be. So, it's just a little bit food for thought. And I'm pretty sure his trainer knows this, and Cade Cunningham knows this. But like I said before, 82 games a year, being a vegan, you know what I'm saying? Like, them levels, I'm telling y'all, man, you know, and everybody just tell you, oh, this lifestyle feels good, and I'm losing this, and I'm losing that, and this, that. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. And people say, oh, I see how food and meat is processed and this, that, and the third. You know, look at your water pipes and shit like that. A whole bunch of shit. It's a good and it's a good, it's bad. You know, it's what it is. You know, but it's hard to be on the road and be for 82 game season and you ain't getting the proper nutrition you need to get too. So I mean, it's a little food for thought, but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We got live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Or just Spotify, nigga. I'm sorry. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.